Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another video. This video is coming a little late because I didn't have in the weekend the time because I was ill. Now I'm well, I'm healthy, and the video is here. So before we start, I just want to give a quick shout out to my friend Toprak. He makes videos on Turkish and it's about gaming. As you can see, this is his account. He makes really funny videos and I just want you to check his channel, give him some love and subscribe if you can. Now let's get into the video. So Manchester City are heading into the international break with 7 games unbeaten. They're currently sitting at 5th right now, but that's just 3 points behind Arsenal. And firmly today, we're not talking about Manchester City. In particular, we're discussing about Erling Haaland. Yes, one of the best players on the whole planet. But why is that so? So, let me break it down.
He did it in Salzburg, he did it in Germany. Yeah, the numbers are ridiculous. Ridiculous. He can compete in terms of goals with Cristiano Messi. The numbers are unbelievable. His age, short age, amount of goals. Incredible threat for us, and we are really happy to have him, and hopefully he can be here for many years.
That finish from the monster, we already know when it comes to goals and anything that happens in the box, you know, at his age, what he did, the amount of goals, nobody can talk to him.
Now, Erling Haaland is not a player that I need to introduce or tell you who he is.
Ben, what's it like to play against him?
A nightmare. He's annoying because he just pops up in the right places at the right times, and then his physicality is so big and strong, and he attracts defenders as well and creates opportunities for other players as well, because people are so focused on him in and around the box. And
we all know him. He's a goal scorer machine. He scores goals for fun.
Edison looking to release that ball into Erling Haaland. He's got it too. Erling Haaland.
These are things that people say, but now he is actually showing the world class that he has. Now he is in a great form right now. The 25-year-old has now scored at 22 of the 23 stadiums he played at Premier League. No one ever topped that. And on top of that, Erling Haaland has now scored in 9 consecutive appearances for club and country. And overall, in his whole Premier League career, Erling Haaland has now scored 94 goals in 104 Premier League games, which is already 1 goal away from the legendary Road Van Nistelrooy. Also, it's only 5 goals away from Didier Drogba and 9 goals from Cristiano Ronaldo. There also has been criticism in the past surrounding Erling Haaland. Many claim that he's only scoring goals because he's playing at Manchester City. The fact that any striker could go on Manchester City's team and score hundreds of goals because of the amount of service the striker gets and the amount of possession City have. Despite creating so many creative machines in the last few years, the creative machines have all aged and left. Riyad Mahrez, Ike Gundogan, Bernardo Silva. And before that, they had likes of David Silva, Joe Cancelo, and the most importantly, Kevin De Bruyne. It was no coincidence that Haaland's numbers have decreased, despite being great last season, and it's only because of the injury of Kevin De Bruyne. He looks out of form. Players have come through for Manchester City in the last year or two, but Pep is looking to evolve with this group. Not just as a group, not as a team, but also as a coach. In an interview with TNT last year, Pep mentioned the way that modern football is the way that Bournemouth, Brighton, Newcastle all play. It's the modern football, suggesting a shift away from the heavy possession-oriented style and instead transforming more towards fast, intense, direct football that maximizes the talent, improvisation and somewhat chaos on the football pitch, as he then describes in the second paragraph. Now Pep's Manchester City, in the 95% of the matches they play, they always dominate the ball. More control and more time to create chances for the players. and also decreasing the likelihood of conceding. The fact that most teams put a lot of men behind the ball against City. The physical and the attacking pattern is extremely high in the Premier League nowadays. It is a key target in requirements for the newly promoted teams. It's fundamental to survive in the Premier League and compete with the other clubs. Just look at some of the business Leeds, Sunderland and Burnley have done. So you could say this is an essential for every team. Now City learned this with the loss of Rodri last season. Everything hints towards Pep Guardiola looking to evolve this Manchester City team, understanding that City can't play two teams like they used to. City for years relied on their creative machines and a freak profile such as Kevin De Bruyne to really create, but now they have to shift focus. That focus was supported with the signing of Donnarumma in goal. For years, Ederson was used to play out from the back as a +1 to outnumber teams in this phase and play through them. Donnarumma can't do this. Donnarumma won't do this. So instead, Pep aims to platform his group of players to their strengths, maintaining that natural fluidity with individual skill and expression, mixed with direct attacking intent. Direct is a word that we traditionally don't use with Pep, but we are now actually seeing that at times. An example for that would be the man himself who we are talking about. City won a Messi second ball, and in the same heartbeat you see Haaland's trigger. A half-turn scan, then an instant burst. Ugarte is actually closer to the loose ball, but Haaland's reaction window is shorter. He moves first, faster, and on a better line. The first stride shifts it outside Ugarte's reach. The second stride already puts his body between man and ball. Advantage gained in under a second. Maguire steps up to claim the spill, but his contact is heavy. That touch is a cue for Bernardo Silva, as he already is on Haaland's wavelength, to pounce on that live ball and punch a vertical release pass. Note Haaland's craft. He starts his run a yard inside his own half, so he's surely onside. Then bends it across Maguire's blind shoulder into the right-hand side. It forces the defender to turn. Once Maguire rotates, the foot race is lost. From Bernardo's pass to shot is roughly 5 seconds. Haaland's strike pattern goes push touch to separate, carry touch to hit top speed, set touch to stabilize. In that carry, you see the raw pace north of 35 km/h. Paired with comedy, no wasted steps, no checking back, just a clean diagonal towards the optimal finishing lane. Bayern tries to hold then half commits. Haaland reads it early, opens the hips as if to go across the goal, and side foots a lower controlled finish back across the keeper into the far corner. It looks simple because he reduced the situation to one variable problem. One set passed the ball into the net. Here is another scene where the Viking turned into a storm. He bulldozed between two defenders, brushed them off like flies, and with the keeper rushing out, he delicately chipped the ball over by a near, calm and ruthless. Against Brentford, it was a pure power. Guardiola spotted Haaland setting up, shoulder to shoulder with the last defender, and launched a perfect ball into the void. The Norwegian chased, battled, and won. No one can match his strength in the open space. The defender was broken and the net was destroyed. And then came Monaco. Thierry Reinders saw the run, that brutal diagonal between the centre backs, and launched a pass. The Monaco defense reacted fast, but Haaland reacted faster. He got there first, outmuscled everyone, and finished with the composure of a surgeon. Even against Napoli, his speed alone caused panic. One breakaway run forced a red card later. Another sprint in behind ended with him lifting the ball over the keeper's head in one of his most audacious finishes yet. Erling Haaland isn't just having a great time in England, he's rewriting football history every single week. Every goal he scores isn't just a number. Since joining Manchester City, Haaland has turned the impossible into something normal. In his very first season, he broke the record for most goals in a single Premier League campaign, beating legends like Alan Shearer and Andy Cole with 36 goals. But that was only the start. He finished that year with 52 goals in all competitions, a number no player in English football had ever reached before. He was also the quickest to score 3 hat-tricks, doing it in just 8 games, and the first to score 3 hat-tricks in a row at home. In one single season, he won the Golden Boot, Player of the Year, and the Young Player of the Year, something that had never happened before. And now the Viking is hunting for more. And now while I'm making this video, Erling Haaland has pulled off a hat-trick against Israel, which means he has now 21 goals and 3 assists in last 12 games for club and country.
I mean, in the last 12 games for Norway, we won 11 of them. And in that time, Erling Haaland has scored 20. As you were saying, Kay, 51 in 46 games. He has now 6 hat-tricks for Norway. This season, he got 21 goals in all competition. I upped the debate that we have this week. I said, not only is Erling Haaland the best striker in the world, right now, he is the best player in the world.
So this was for the video. If you like it, please subscribe, like and share. And if you're wondering why my background changes and why it's night right now, because it was morning at the beginning, because it took me 3 days to make this video. Yes, I know that's a lot of days. Actually, I wanted to make it as soon as possible, but then the Bangladesh video came in and I had to do it later, so I had to postpone it. And right now it's the 11th of October. So that means Haaland has scored a hat-trick against Israel. So I mentioned it also on the last scene. So yeah, this was a video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Peace.